I rolled up with $1,000,000 cash to buy honey from this mountain village. But right when we were about to load up, the beekeepers all jacked up their prices. Every deal we'd already agreed on, gone. They straight up said they'd let it rot before selling to me. Boss Shu, the going rate right now is 80 a pound, but you're only offering 30. That's basically robbery. I stood there completely blindsided, staring at this young guy I'd never seen before. The village chief jumped in to explain. Boss Shu, this is Aunt Zhang's son-in-law, Song Jae. He's a college-educated economics guy. We're letting him speak on everyone's behalf today. I looked over and saw all the familiar beekeepers hiding behind Song Jae, eyes darting around. That's when I knew this wasn't going to be simple. The contracts were signed, the price was locked in. What's there even to talk about? But I kept a smile on my face. We're on a tight schedule. Let's load up first, we can sit down and talk after. Hold on! Aunt Zhang shoved through the crowd and stretched her arms out in front of the honey barrels. I dare anyone to touch my honey. I will see who touches my family's honey. Aunt Zhang, what's the meaning of this? We have a signed contract. It's all right there in black and white. Today's the delivery day. Cash on the spot. Are you trying to back out? Song, just standing off to the side, let out a mocking laugh. Don't go waving that piece of paper around trying to scare hardworking people. This is a free market. Everything runs by market rules. Then he turned to face the beekeepers. Tell me, what's honey going for these days? It's hitting 80-something online. Some sellers are getting 100. One beekeeper pulled out his phone and showed a screenshot of the prices. Song just smugly turned back to me. You hear that, Boss Shu? Offering what you're offering. That's pretty shady, don't you think? I was fuming inside, but I kept my cool and calmly explained, Mr. Song, you can't do the math that way. First of all, that's retail price, not wholesale. Second, business runs on contracts. On keeping your word, a month ago, nobody was buying your honey. I was the one who gave you a price floor. Where was all this free market talk back then? And to help get your village's honey transported out properly, I pointed at the road beneath our feet. I spent 200 grand paving this road. And those hive boxes, I donated those. If we're talking free market, shouldn't all of that factor into the cost? You did that on your own. Nobody asked you to build that road. You chose to do it, so that's your sunk cost. What does that have to do with our honey price? I stared at Aunt Zhang in disbelief. Just a month ago, she was a simple farmer who could barely say thanks. Thanks, boss. That was her whole vocabulary. And now she's throwing around terms like sunk cost, like she went to business school. I turned and gave Song Jae a cold stare. Sunk cost. You taught her that, didn't you? I'm just helping the locals understand some basic economics. So shady businessmen can't rip them off and have them say thank you for it. And Boss Shu, don't bring up the road. You built it, your trucks can get in and out easier too, right? Bottom line, you built it for yourself, save it. This honey stays at 30 bucks a pound. You're not moving a single jar. You want to load up? Then you pay market rate. So what's your offer? Out of respect for the road you built, we won't ask for 80. Song Jae held up a hand and waved it in my face. 50 a pound. Not a penny less, 50. The current national standard wholesale price for grade A honey is 35 to 38. You open your mouth and ask for 50, that's extortion. Call it whatever you want. The honey's ours. You've got 15 big rigs out here. Leave empty-handed and you're out tens of thousands just in trip costs. Plus the penalty fees. Oh wait, your contract itself is one-sided anyway.